Hey, what is up guys? What's going on? Welcome back to Kitchen Tonic. Welcome back to another brand new tasty recipe here on the channel. Welcome. In this video here today, we're going to be making a nice, tasty, classic curry guys. I already have a couple different curry themed video on my channel, such as curried salmon, curry chicken, curry goat, all these different curries guys. But in this video here today, we're going to be making a nice, tasty, curried Channa and potato, or Channa and Aloo. Now what we're gonna be using for this video here I have some of the recipe, not all of them, and that is some cumin seeds. Now what I have here is half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. I also have half a teaspoon of ground cumin powder that we're going to be using for this recipe here. Over here I have one small to medium sized onion that I went ahead and chopped up. I'm going to be using 5 cloves of garlic, half a tablespoon of turmeric powder, 3 tablespoons of curry powder, and over here I have 4 stems of thyme that I went ahead and chopped up. I also have my potatoes. I'm going to be using about 1 pound of potato, which is about 3 small to medium sized potatoes, as well as 2 cans of chickpeas or channa that I'm going to be using. Alright guys, over here I have my channa or my chickpeas or my garbanzo bean. Now what I'm using here are 2 cans of channa or 2 cans of garbanzo bean, and the weight on those cans is 15.5 ounces. Alright guys, so here we are over at my stove, and what you're looking at there is my pot that I have a little bit of oil in, and that's about 2 to 2.5 tablespoons of oil that I have in there. What I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to add my cumin seeds to this pot here, and we're going to begin roasting these cumin seeds for about 1 minute. Alright guys, after about 1 minute of roasting your cumin seeds there, I'm going to go ahead and add my onions into this pot here. As well as my garlic, and I'm going to go ahead and let these saute for about another minute to 1.5 minutes, and then we're going to continue adding some more ingredients to the pot here. Alright guys, so after about a minute of adding my onions and garlic, I'm going to go ahead and add my fine leaf thyme into this pot here as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and mix this up. Now what I'm also going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and add my curry powder to my pot here. 3 tablespoons of Indie curry powder. And I'm also going to go ahead and add my turmeric to this pot here as well. And what we're going to go ahead and do now, we're going to go ahead and roast this curry powder here for a couple minutes. For about 2 to 3 minutes we're going to be roasting this curry powder here guys. Alright guys, so after about 2 to 3 minutes of roasting my curry here, I'm going to go ahead and add half a cup of water into my pot here, and then I'm going to go ahead and cover my pot down and allow my curry to cook a little more for about another 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to check back on it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and cover my pot down and allow my curry there to roast or to cook for about another 2 minutes, and then I'll be back. Alright guys, so it's been another 2 minutes that my curry here has been cooking, and what we're going to go ahead and do now, we're going to go ahead and stir this up of course. Alright, as you can see my curry is nice and cooked there. What I'm going to go ahead and do now, I'm going to go ahead and add my channa into this pot here. I'm also going to go ahead and add my potatoes into this pot. And let's go ahead and mix this up and get it nice and coated with this curry guys. Alright, as you can see all the goodness that's happening in this pot here. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and add about 1 teaspoon of salt to this pot here. You can add salt and or black pepper based on your like or your taste. I'm going to go ahead and add about 1 teaspoon here. Alright, what I'm also going to go ahead and do in order to allow my potatoes to cook, we're going to add 3 cups of water to this pot as well. I'm going to add my 3 cups of water and then I'm going to give this a nice stir. Make sure you're scratching the bottom to get any of that curry from the bottom of the pot there. And basically what we're going to go ahead and do at this point, I'm going to go ahead and cover my pot down and allow my curry or my potatoes to cook until it's nice and soft. But before I do that, of course, we got to add a little bit of heat to this pot here. So I'm just going to go ahead and place that right on the top there. We're going to go ahead and cover this pot down. And we're going to allow this potato to cook for about 15 minutes until it's nice and soft and until my pot here, my curry here, has thickened up more. So I'll see you guys in about 15 minutes. Alright guys, so here we are. It's been 15 minutes since you guys last heard my voice, or a couple seconds in video land, and look at what we have going on in this pot here guys. Now I did make a little update or a little bit of changes to my pot here, and what I went ahead and did was that I added about 1 more tablespoon of curry to my pot here, because when I'm making curry I would prefer that my curry actually tastes like curry. So I did do a taste test and it felt like I needed to add a little bit more curry, so that's what I went ahead and did. I also went ahead and added a little bit more salt because I also felt like I needed a little bit more salt. Now I'm gonna go ahead and discard of this hot pepper here. I don't want it to break apart and get my pot overly hot or spicy. Now what I'm also gonna go ahead and do now, if you guys remember, I did not add my ground cumin to my pot as yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix this in, of course, as if it's not already dissolved on its own. And yeah guys, this is what we have here going on here. As you can see, my potatoes are nice and big and they're nice and cooked. I am gonna cook them down a little bit more just so that it gets a little bit more soft, and this stew that we have here, or the liquid in the pot, thickens up a little more. Okay guys, now that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna allow my pot here to continue to boil a little more so that it can be nice and thick and rich. And like I said, go ahead and taste for salt or pepper content or black pepper content, that is, and adjust to your taste or your liking. If you feel like you need to add a little bit more curry, go ahead and do so. You can't go overboard with curry guys, as it is a curry dish that you're making after all. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste test to make sure it's gonna suit my liking, but I'll be back with the final thicker product for you guys' enjoyment or viewing pleasure. Alright guys, so I allowed my curry here to cook down a little more, and I just want to show you guys the final product. And there you have it. Nice and thick and very tasty, if I do say so myself. I'm going to go ahead and turn my pot off now, and as you know, as this cools down, it's going to get a little even more thicker. Now, thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to try this recipe. Let me know what you guys think, and of course I'll see you another time, another day, with another brand new video on Kitchen Tonic, of course.